It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they may have some challenges, but this is a game they have had circled on the calendar and want to deliver the top-notch performance they know they can. Everybody's heard the story of Eric Spoelstra, how he got his start with the Heat, rising up through the organization. He's shown that he is a very capable head coach. Got the ring to prove it.
Got the ring to prove it. I'm going to give you a stat that you probably wouldn't even think of.
What?
He's the second longest tenured coach in the NBA.
How about that?
I would never think that. A young guy, he's been there. That's telling you the state of the league as well, but very detail-oriented.
From video coordinator to
No
championship-winning coach.
question.
You know, his story is not really, it's impressive, but not really that impressive when you talk about all the other historic coaches. But being a two-time champion, that puts him in elite company as far as coaches go.
You don't like his story?
I do, but, some coaches started here, started there, started there. His story is more of a Hoosier story.
Okay. That was a great story, too, though.
Yeah. Time now for tip-off. Kevin Harlan will have the call, and we will see you later.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. So here's Miami's starting group. Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Dion Waiters is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low.
And the passing from Green doesn't just look for his shot, wanting to get his guys involved on every possession.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Curry passes to Durant, stolen by Bosch. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Off target from outside. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Green dishes to Pachulia. Durant kicks to Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Draymond's so good at just putting his head down and charging his way inside. The defense wanting no part of his big body there.
And you watch Chris Bosh out there, always in the right spot, be it on offense or defense. Doesn't get enough credit for how well he positions himself. Always moving to open space to create an outlet or get an easy jump shot.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far. Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
It's stolen by Curry. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And whenever Green gets contact, he is so crafty at finding ways to get to the bucket.
Poked away. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That one goes in.
Now hitting 80% coming out of the gate. Love the start for this offense.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Dragic against Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Dragic against Curry. It's Dragic with the drive. Up again.
And yet to attack the paint here, everything's coming from the outside.
Then Pachulia with the dunk.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
They're beginning to put it all together, in my opinion, and take control of this game.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Curry, and the jam by Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry tenacious on his attacks to the hoop.
Here's Dragic. It's a 7-point spread. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Bosh. It's stolen by Curry, and it's the Warriors on the break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And Pachulia drops them both. And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, bring it in. Take a seat. He said he knows it's a test. This is one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. He told me we can't shut them down. That's unrealistic. But if we stick to our principles, if we communicate with each other and take away the easy things, we'll give ourselves a good chance. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update and coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo. And I think that is a good game plan.
It has to be his goal every game. Reason why they don't play well when they play fast.
And Waiters has it in the corner. Fires from deep.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And Green slams it in.
And this is the kind of basketball that Durant wants to play. Ball movement, hit the open man.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. And Waiters with the stuff.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Right side Curry. The 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Warriors with some changes. West comes in for Zaza Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Green. And then for Miami, Josh Richardson's checked in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Bosh. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Iguodala with the steal. Goes up. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
And a phenomenal attack of the rim off the drive from Iguodala there. Just exploding to the hoop past the defense.
The Heat trail by 16. Well, we all know that Iguodala does more than what shows up in the box score. But you can't overstate how important that is to a team. Executes all the little plays, Steve. You know, things you need, and then it shows up in big moments.
You know, Andre Iguodala is one of those players, whatever you need, you said it best. Put clutch plays down the stretch. And he's also one of those guys that you love to have in the locker room for other guys to learn from. He keeps things very jovial and light for his team. But he's a guy that when it's time to play, the prankster in him goes away when he gets on the court.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Johnson kicks to Richardson. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Warriors leading by 14. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh.
And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness.
Good point.
He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And then for Miami, James Johnson checked in for Whiteside. And Derek Williams subbed in for Justice Winslow. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first points of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Johnson outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Richardson. He kicks it to Johnson. Here's Williams. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
And just marvelous work on the defensive side from Andre. So good at getting a hand up and contesting shots.
And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Flawless execution on the offensive side of the floor. Doesn't get much better than that. Let's see if they can add to it.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Derek Williams. Chris Bosh is out there with Johnson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Ellington in a two-guard. Now here's Johnson. He dishes it to Bosh. The offensive rebound. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Bosh has got the first basket of the second quarter for Miami.
He is simply one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He never quits on the glass.
And Smitty, over a decade now, you've been working as an analyst almost as long as your playing career. What's your favorite part now of the job?
You know, it's still basketball, Kevin. Just different. I'm not playing right now, but being in the atmosphere, also getting a chance to meet people. Like you, Kevin, getting a chance to have relationships and getting a chance to be around the game of basketball.
It is my treat to work with you. I admired you so much as a player in East Lansing, in the NBA, and I have made the transition to broadcasting. Not an easy thing to do, but you've done it just seamlessly, it seems.
You're so right, Kevin. Trying to turn that page from being a player to being on the other side of being media.
Yeah, tough, but you've nailed it. And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia is checked in. Then for the Heat, Hassan Whiteside comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go.
Been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, DA. Thank you. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Waiters. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, the league going more up-tempo with more three-point shooting. That's not, though, the Miami Heat.
No, they're at the bottom of the league as far as pace and as far as three-point shooting. This team makes its bones at the defensive end of the floor. That's really where they excel.
And the Warriors a very good defensive team, Steve, whether they're playing big or going small.
A reason why they have intelligent guys that know how to play the game of basketball on the defensive end. They switch a lot, they get their hands in the passing lane, and they are great communicators.
Well, Draymond Green gained a lot of notoriety last season for some questionable plays in the playoffs. Most notably, Steve, was the kick to Steven Adams. Gained a lot of people cheering against him after that play.
Well, Draymond is one of those guys. He doesn't really care about what other teams' fans like him or not. He's all about the Warriors. And he's acknowledged it was wrong. He hurt his team. But now he has to come back after suspension and play well. Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
They double-team Curry.
We know he's comfortable with shooting the three ball, but he's becoming very comfortable inside the paint, drawing fouls, scoring, or getting to the free throw line.
And we all know that Curry broke the three-point record last year, putting up an incredible 402 made threes on the season. The fact that no one had reached 300 before, then he goes and gets 400 is just astonishing.
And that is what is the most impressive thing about the record. He broke his own record by over 100. It would be like a player hitting 90 home runs in a year. Little doubt that he's the best shooter of all time.
To the paint. And it's Whiteside, that time on the assist from Dion Waiters. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
He got the ball where he wanted and attacked the smaller defender. Completely overpowered him.
Curry against Dragic. On the wing, it's Iguodala. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Iguodala's got his second bucket.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
Waiters, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dragic against Curry. Green kicks to Livingston. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 17. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. The feed to Winslow. A second chance effort. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And Hassan Whiteside signing a max contract to return to the Miami Heat this summer. What a dramatic change of fortune for a player, Greg, who'd bounced around early in his career.
And how about it, Kevin? I think he may be the first player in history to jump from making the NBA minimum to the NBA maximum in one season. He's going to be making 30 times more than he did last year. And who wouldn't like that kind of a pay raise?
Now he's one of the best of the business at scoring inside the paint. That is dangerous.
Thompson comes with the double team. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Richardson against Curry. Pass to Whiteside. Again, the miss by the Heat. Warriors leading by 18. Green kicks to Curry. Now the pass to Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. Durant, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Waiters passes to Whiteside. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Dragic left side. Winslow against Green. Lets the 3 fly. Winslow's shot is off.
I am wondering what can he do to get it cranked up. Nothing from long range this quarter after hitting 1 in the first.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And as much attention as KD commands, you know he's used to getting buckets with the defense all over him.
And the Heat call time here.
Start it. Great job, guys. Nice work.
mistakes they continue to give up there in the paint.
The opposition is just having their way with them down low, and he wants to put a stop to that.
And the Warriors with some changes. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. And Ian Clark subbed in for Draymond Green. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Here's Curry. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Nailed from three-point land.
When the basketball's in his hand and he rises up to take a jump shot, you always think it's going to get in. He is starting to catch fire, Stephen Curry.
Durant, wide open, he fires. The shot's good on the assist by West. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
That's tipped. Richardson dishes to Johnson. Winslow against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Up the floor, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
Thompson always keeping his eyes up, looking for his teammates at all times.
27 seconds left in the first half. Johnson double-teamed. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors ahead.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points, 5 steals, and 2 assists. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. See you, folks.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. And for the fans, they see the players' performance as far as box scores and highlight reel plays. But, Steve, in your estimation, which players in the league right now seem to be the best teammates? Man, that intangible, the teammate.
There's a lot of guys come to mind. I think you look at a guy like Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors. You look at Boris Diaw, Danny Green for the Spurs. I mean, you go down the list from Miami. I thought Chris Bosh was a fantastic teammate when he was playing with the Big Three. So there's a lot of guys that can play at a high level but also fit in that role.
I would think it'd be very difficult to be a championship caliber team and not have chemistry, teammates you trust, and that bond. Now, there's always a stray, but the overall unity's got to be, I think, right there.
The key word you said, I think, Kevin, is chemistry. You got to have that chemistry, and you got to somewhat like each other.
They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. There's a screen. Bosh kicks to Waiters. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one. And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. And Miami also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Durant, the pass to Pachulia. Tries again, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Whiteside. The Warriors have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That's good from Durant.
Kevin Durant, for his career, almost 90% at the free throw line. He'll make you pay.
And Durant comes to help. In the corner, it's Ellington. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Pachulia. The drive by Green, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's been an ascension to stardom for Draymond Green the last few seasons. Gone from role player to starter to superstar, all-star in a very short time span.
You just scratch your head how Green was taken in the second round of the draft. So many different teams passed up on a guy who played extremely well at the college level. He has the skills and mentality to be a force in this league for a long time. Many argue he's already a top 10 player in the game. And his defense, that might be the number one thing he does that separates him. And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch!
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Knocks it loose. Bosh, the screen. Dragic dishes to Williams. Will it go? And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Everyone knows how amazing Green is on defense because of his long reach. Nice job there starting the transition play.
For Miami, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. There's Dragic with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Thompson outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dragic kicks to Ellington. That 3 off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Pachulia, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Waiters against Iguodala. The dish to Ellington. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And that one drops for him. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. West is checked in for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Heat, James Johnson's checked in for Dion Waiters. Richardson comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Johnson kicks to Williams. From deep, David West grabs the miss. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The Heat shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. And then Johnson with the dunk.
He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
Williams against Iguodala. Kicks it to Livingston. West against Bosch. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Bosch has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Johnson kicks to Williams. Tries a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Iguodala the pass to Livingston. Took him no time at all on that one. Livingston's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. He feeds it to Richardson. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
There were a lot of ways he could have finished that one, but he's decided to keep it classy with the finger roll.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. James Johnson, a journeyman forward, a product of Wake Forest, as we know, Smitty, and wherever he has landed, he has found a way to crack the rotation and get solid minutes.
Yes, James Johnson is a perfect guy to round out your roster. Reason why he can play either forward position with ease. He is comfortable and productive both as a starter or coming off the bench.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Durant's checked in for Iguodala, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. .24 seconds left in the third quarter, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. It's stolen by Curry.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession. Really good shooting night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead.
And Miami has possession. Now Johnson. Tipped away. Curry wide open, and it goes at the buzzer!
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
Ending this one with a bang.
Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
We're getting us out of stuff. Make hard cuts. Everything with force, okay? Come on.
And there's Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to play with a little sharper mind, with a little more intense, with more vigor.
And simply put, it's about reaching another level of intensity. When they're attacking, that's when they're at their best.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the floor for Miami, we've got Wayne Ellington. James Johnson is out there with Luke Babbitt. Then it's Reed, and it's Johnson in at the point guard. Dishes it to Babbitt. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Curry kicks to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Can Kevin Durant score the ball? Is water wet all day, every day?
Steve, you played in your 14-year career mainly at that shooting guard. Great size for the position at 6'7". Is size still the same advantage that it once was in your day?
I think so, if you're skilled. And I'll tell you a quick story, Kevin. I started off as a point guard. Everybody wanted to be Magic Johnson, then moved to the 2 guard. I know it was time to retire when my last year they had me playing the 5. I said, that's it. It's time to go. Just for a couple games.
Yeah. What did you feel your best position was?
I thought at 2 guard position. At first I thought it was point guard.
You were an all-star at the 2 guard.
Yes. Coming in as that point guard. Offensively I was okay. But Kevin, defensively, trying to check those little point guards.
Tough.
Woo, I was struggling.
Durant drawing the double team. Passes it to Clark. Back to Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Stolen by Varejao. Curry kicks to Varejao. Bucket is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the Warriors with some changes. James Michael McAdoo comes in for David West. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And Miami with a change here too. Williams has checked in. Johnson outside. Feeds it to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Reed dishes to Johnson. Clock at 4. Good on the bucket.
Obviously, the defense was not in sync out there, and they took advantage of it.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Anderson Varejao is now a vet, but he takes the role as an energy player off the bench. He can still rebound, he can still defend, and he gives you those short bursts now as a reserve.
He hits the second from the line. And for Varejao, Steve, his game is still very well-rounded. Exactly what you want as an option off the bench.
Well, first of all, we know he can rebound the basketball, but what Anderson Varejao brings to a team is energy. A smart player does the little things for his team.
Here's Reed. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Terrific team chemistry on display. Everyone communicated well, and as a result, they got a great look out of it.
It's Durant with the drive. There's the call on James Johnson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Durant drawing the double team. Poked loose. Taken away by Williams.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for Johnson.
That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in the ideal spot.
Durant, the pass to Varejao. He kicks to McAdoo. For 3, Durant drills the 3-pointer. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half.
Good defense, better offense. Durant more than capable of burying shots with a hand in his face.
The shot's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Livingston up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Unloads from 9. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by McAdoo.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his 1st foul of the game. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Miami. Richardson comes in for Tyler Johnson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Varejao.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Richardson kicks to Dragic. There's a good screen. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Johnson against Durant. Here's McAdoo. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points. that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
They are being outworked, outgunned, and getting their lunch handed to them.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Johnson can't hit.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Durant against Richardson. Durant dishes to Livingston. And that one is hammered home.
Beautiful play by Sean Livingston. Been able to probe, get inside on the defense, and finish with a slam.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Richardson. Right side, Dragic. To end the run. And the layup is good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
Well, he has to be able to use angles. He has to be a great finisher in tight spaces and to be able to throw his little body into the big guys.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted. And what a huge standout performance it was for Durant. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Baseline try. It doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Down low, here's Dragic, and it's blocked. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He has a nose for the glass and a sixth sense in terms of how to read the angles.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
You like to have these type of wins every now and then. Just a comfortable win.
Knocked loose. In the corner, it's Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Dragic. From the high post. Dragic with another miss. Here's Clark. Richardson cover. Livingston kicks to Durant. Back to Livingston. To the inside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steph. Congrats on the win. How does this team continue to be the most cohesive unit possible?
To me, it's a commitment. And we know that that's going to, put us in good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. A guy's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
You guys have been one of the best defensive teams in the league the last few years. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He was red hot in the second quarter. The defense ran several guys at him to try and stop the bleeding, but his aggressiveness was simply too much for them to handle.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I gotta get up right now, Ernie. My seat is hot.
His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in his arsenal to generate high percentage looks. Now, there may have been a little luck involved from time to time, but on the most part, straight performance.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.